أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وآله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. I greet you with the universal greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My peace and blessings be blessed upon you all. From wherever you might be joining, good evening, Goeienaand, Molweni, Dubela. My name is Nadir Taufa, and I'd like to share with you my spiritual journey. It starts with my friend Walid Dowlan. On the 5th of January this year, 2024, the 5th of January 2024, Walid Dowlan, while standing in front of the Holy Kaaba, he decides to make dua that the two of us goes on Umrah together, mashallah. And this is what he did. Let me share with you. This is the image, the photograph that was taken on the 5th of January 2024. While standing in front of the Kaaba, he had this page and he made a dua that the two of us should go on Umrah together. So just over 2 months ago, mashallah, he called me on one Friday afternoon after Jumu'ah. So for those of us that might not be Muslims, so after 2 o'clock, he called me on a Friday afternoon and said, Nadir, you know, I've always wanted you to go with me on an Umrah trip, mashallah. And I said to him, Brother Wali, on this call, I make my intention, my niyyah, that the two of us will go together on Umrah. And after this call, I purely believe that the dua was accepted, mashallah. I firmly placed my trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And having said that, so that night I started looking and searching for tickets online to see what the price are to fly to Mecca, and it was very interesting. I found different pricing from different airlines. I shared this with Brother Walid, and I then went ahead and started applying for leave, believing that I'm going together with him, not having any money besides my salary that I earn every single month, mashallah. So here I am, well, on the spiritual journey, and he says, Walid calls me and he tells me, Nadir, you know what? I set up an appointment with an Egyptian guy in your area that will have a good package, inshallah, for us to go on Umrah together. And what happens is, I tell my parents about this, and they tell me, you know, the Egyptian guy is married to my dad's cousin. What a small world. What a way to meet new family. And we have this meeting, and Khalid's the Egyptian guy's name, and Khalid says, you know what? You need to pay 5,000 Rand to reserve your ticket with the agency. And I said, look, Khalid, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have the 5,000 Rand to secure the ticket. But one thing I'm going to tell you is that I believe I will be on this trip with you guys to Mecca, inshallah. I'm in for the Umrah. And what happens is, remember this is Wednesday, right? Wednesday night. So Thursday, Brother Walid calls me and he says, Nadir, you know what? I'm going to give you the 5,000 Rand. So you can pay this, pay for the reservation of the ticket. And I said, no. I've been trying to get out of the riba system, and I've been very blessed to finish my credit card. So I don't have a credit card. The only thing I have attached to my name is the property I own. So this is the only unfortunate credit system that I'm plugged in, because the property I stay at is bonded. And I said, well, me and my wife, we spoke, and it's fine. I don't want the financial burden on my shoulder knowing I owe you money. Subhanallah, I made dua that night. This was Thursday, right? When I opened my eyes Friday morning, Allahu Akbar, Let me show you what happened. So Friday morning, right, when I opened my eyes, somebody from America sent me 250 euros, mashallah. And then another person in South Africa sent me 100 euros. And then on Saturday, another, well, the next person that I know personally sent me money from Spain, a 50 euro, a total of 400 euros. So here's the proof. You might not be able to be that clear, right? But from this, you can see 400 euros was generated after 3 days. Subhanallah. With this amount of money, 7,500 rand, subhanallah, I was able to take this money and reserve my flight ticket for Umrah. Alhamdulillah. Having said that, I do take note there might be some comments coming through. Let me just pay attention to the comments. Okay. Nevertheless, so what happened was, right, I reserved the ticket to go on Umrah. Alhamdulillah. Not having 1 cent. And this, with the qudra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, made it possible for me to, well, reserve the ticket first of all. And then just about 2 weeks ago, I received a call from Walid. And he said to me, Nadir, while I'm in the masjid, Allahu Akbar, after Maghrib, just before Isha, he says to me, Nadir, your ticket has been booked and it has been paid. Normally the agencies do not issue a ticket without it being fully paid. I haven't even paid for the ticket. So here I am. I got the ticket, mashallah, and I'm flying to Jeddah now on the 25th of December. I'll be staying there for about plus minus 6 nights. Thereafter, I'll be traveling to Medina, mashallah. And having said that, right? So that night, receiving this good news about my ticket being issued, I informed my parents about this great news, and my mother sends me a WhatsApp message with photographs of the amount of money they were intended to give me, and guess what? How much the amount is. And this for me is very profound. The amount of money was 164 Saudi Riyal, mashallah. And here I am, I'm looking at these numbers, and it was Fajr, Saturday morning. I decided to check with Dr. Google, and Dr. Google revealed that the numbers 165 Saudi Riyal, so that's last weekend Saturday, it converted to 786. The number 786, mashallah, when we do a Google search, translates to in the name of Allah, in the name of God, mashallah. So I see this as a direct relationship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that I'm going on this Umrah. Allahu Akbar. And be it as it may, even though things may have not been fully paid, Allahu Akbar, I believe I am going, I place my trust and my firm belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm going on this trip. I've created my invitation, I've sent it out, and I feel that at certain times when I'm performing my salah, I feel that I'm on the mataf. Allahu Akbar. I feel like I'm standing in front of the holy Kaaba. Allahu Akbar. And even today, I attended janazah. What is a janazah? This is when somebody dies, and, well, from a non-Muslim point of view, this is what they would call a funeral. So today I've attended a janazah, and even at this janazah, while being in the masjid, guess who I see? My friend Walid that's going with me on Umrah. Allahu Akbar. Together we're in the masjid, we're on the same saf, and we're making Salatul Ghaib together. Allahu Akbar. And we go to the qabr, and we're making dua. Allahu Akbar. And then we go and visit my grandparents that has passed away many years ago. So both my grandfather and grandmother, we go and we perform and we go and make dua. Alhamdulillah. We are all destined to die. But what is most important is about what is our ending? How do we end? What we say in Arabic, husnul khatima. I hope my story resonates with you and you've drawn value out of this spiritual experience. There's a lot of other snippets and other great things that's been happening in my life while I'm in pursuit of this spiritual journey. MashaAllah. Please, viewers, and whoever is watching this content after this live stream, please write to me if you want me to pray for you, for your business, or for those that are Muslim. If you want me to make dua for you, for your business, or any condition that you may find yourself in, please reach out to me. Please direct message me, and I will personally make a note of your dua, your requests. And inshallah, while being in front of the Kaaba, I will do the very same which my friend has done. Stand in front of the Kaaba and make dua for you. And inshallah, Ameen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants this dua to be accepted and that you benefit from this dua. Inshallah, Ameen. With that, viewers, I hope that you now know who I am. I'm Nadir Tofa, connecting all the way from South Africa down in Cape Town, the northern suburbs particularly, and in Kudud. And with that, on that note, I wish to bless you and love you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May you have a wonderful night, great weekend, and may Allah protect you and God protect you during this festive season as well as 2025, mashallah. I look forward to seeing you with me on this holy journey. Perhaps not now, perhaps on my return, we can do an umrah or a hajj together, inshallah. Ameen. All for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for God and only for His pleasure, inshallah. Ameen. On that note, I leave you to have a wonderful evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.